Good evening. My name is Hope Coulter, and as Interim Director of the Hendricks Murphy Foundation Programs in Literature and Language, let me welcome you here tonight. It gives me great pleasure to be here for the purpose of introducing our first class of Murphy Scholars in Literature and Language. Our plans for this program have been a long time in the making. Tonight's event is truly something to celebrate. The Hendricks Murphy Foundation was established in 1978 by the late Mr. Charles H. Murphy, Jr., former chair of the Board of Murphy Oil Corporation and former member of the Hendricks Board of Trustees, in memory of his mother, Mrs. Bertie Wilson Murphy. A 1905 graduate of Galloway Women's College, which later became part of Hendricks, Mrs. Murphy had a lifelong love of literature and language. In the words of her granddaughter, Martha Murphy, Bertie was pragmatic, practical, and sensible. She had a nimble mind, a giving spirit, and a kind heart. She was considerate and compassionate. She was brusque and could be quite strict. She possessed a wonderful sense of humor coupled with a powerful intellect. Charles Murphy credited his mother with imparting, again in Martha's words, a deep and abiding love of learning, a love which was tightly laced through all facets of life. For nearly 40 years, the Hendricks Murphy Foundation has brought to campus eminent writers, poets, translators, literary critics, editors, playwrights, literary scholars, and theater directors, including a number of Pulitzer Prize winners and Nobel Prize winners. These distinguished visitors teach classes, present lectures, mentor student writers, give readings, direct plays, and contribute to campus life in many other ways. The programming also supports a variety of literature and language-based opportunities in study and research, craft and practice, and service and leadership. The Murphy family, which makes possible all these programs, has sent these flowers, along with their congratulations, to our first cohort of Murphy Scholars. Thanks to everyone here tonight who plays a role in making this a community that nurtures the love of literature and language. President Tsutsui and Provost Bonewright, any members of the Board of Trustees who may be here, faculty members and former faculty, my co-workers at the Hendricks Murphy Foundation, you parents who read aloud and overloaded your shelves with books, siblings who imparted to your sisters and brothers the magic of foreign phrases and favorite writers, and to you, Murphy Scholars, thank you for your enthusiasm and your willingness to venture into new territory. In your statements of interest, I read over and over the drumbeat of your assertions that literature and language can cross borders, vanquish alienation, and bring people together. I'm very excited to put those assertions to the test and set forth on this adventure with you.
Well, what a pleasure and an honor it is here to be here this evening. Not just to celebrate the 20 talented young people sitting in the front row, but also to celebrate the official launch of the Murphy Scholars Program, an important and exciting moment in the history of the Hendricks Murphy Foundation and of Hendricks College. Now, I've been at Hendricks almost 18 months, and in that relatively short time, I've gotten to do a bunch of really very cool things. As I was thinking about my comments tonight, I was thinking about what my top 10 best days since coming to Arkansas have been. So here they are in no particular order. 2 move-in days for freshmen. Move-in day is the best day of the year. Everyone loves this school on move-in day. And I was there for y'all, right? You know, yours was my first. So last year and this year. Graduation day last year. Graduation day is another one of those wonderful days. No one can hate graduation day. All good feelings. The opportunity to ride the Zamboni at an NHL game, thanks to an alum that owns the Minnesota Wild. walking right by Barbra Streisand in a tunnel under the U.S. Capitol, like this close to Barbra Streisand. Of course, I'd just seen the Japanese Prime Minister address a joint session of the U.S. House and Senate. Nah, Barbra Streisand. Face painting in orange and black at a Hendricks volleyball championship game. So awesome. Announcing a record-breaking gift to the college that will allow us to keep offering generous financial aid packages and support programs like the Hendricks Arkansas Advantage and the Hendricks Aspire Scholarships. My first visit to the Kip Delta Public Schools in Helena with a group of Hendricks faculty, trustees, and staff, and seeing what an inspiring and transformative place that is, and helping to craft an arrangement to bring more students from Kip Delta here to the college. And of course, there was a certain day last April when there was a big inflatable Godzilla over by Murphy House, and this magnificent cake with a red velvet King of the Monsters destroying Martin Hall and a Conway roundabout. Now, if you have been keeping score at home, you will have calculated that those are 9 of my 10 top 10 days since arriving at Hendricks. Number 10 is today, and that's because of the event we are having right now and the excitement I feel at the launch of the Murphy Scholars Program. All that being said, my task here tonight is an easy one: to give thanks, to offer congratulations, and to encourage celebration. Thanks first to the board of the Hendricks Murphy Foundation, especially to Martha Murphy and Suzanne Murphy, for challenging those of us on campus to do even more with the Foundation's programs in literature and language. The Hendricks Murphy Foundation, as Hope mentioned, has a distinguished history, enriching the life of this campus with some remarkable visitors, with strategic investments in new programs and resources for the college, with critical support for students, faculty, and departments, and by uplifting us all with the perspectives, inspiration, and creative energy of poetry and drama, French and creative writing, study abroad in Spain, word garden, and mule meetups. Hendricks College is unique in this nation in having a resource like Hendricks Murphy, a very, very generous endowment dedicated solely for the promotion of literature and language. But even with this rich history, the board realized we could do more. And in particular, we could do more in reaching students, in ensuring that the transformative power of literature and language went deep as well as broad at Hendricks. And the folks who took up this challenge are the folks I need to thank next. The faculty in the 3 core Murphy departments, English, foreign languages, and theater and dance. And thanks to the staff of the Hendricks Murphy Foundation, and especially to its director, Hope Coulter, and to the provost, Terry Bonebright, who has worked so closely with the faculty and with Hope in rethinking the foundation's programs, focusing its efforts even more acutely on students, and aspiring to an even greater impact on this campus and on the lives of the graduates who leave here. It is just amazing, I think, what the faculty, Hope, and Terry, with the support of the board, have come up with. Hendricks Murphy's new vision builds upon its strengths from the foundation's past, but creates new opportunities and new programs that will set the college even further apart from other institutions in what it can offer its students in language and literature. Murphy Scholars, I do not need to say more. This is a great, great opportunity for us all. The tutorials program, which this group will be the first to take advantage of. Hendricks will, of course, be one of only 2 or 3 institutions in North America able to offer these very intensive, individualized learning experiences modeled on Oxford and Cambridge. And what we're calling the Distinguished Visitors Program, really amping up our existing program of bringing top visitors in literature and language to campus, but making sure they come not just for one lecture, a few classes, and a lunch, but that they come and spend a more extended period of time and really work closely with our students, faculty, staff, and community. So thank you truly to everyone involved in conceiving, planning, and now implementing this ambitious new direction for the Hendricks Murphy Foundation. It's a thrill for me to see these new programs taking shape and build a new area of distinction, difference, and excellence for Hendricks College. So now congratulations. Congratulations to our new Murphy Scholars. You are already an accomplished and impressive group. I cannot imagine a better mix of individuals to launch this new program. I am thankful you all applied. I am happy you were selected through a very competitive process, and I hope you will take full opportunity of all that the Murphy Scholars is going to offer you over the next 3 years. I am envious of the smorgasbord of events and classes and travel and study and fellowship that lies ahead for you. You are going to have experiences with literature and language that will shape your education, shape your lives and careers, and change you as people. You are fortunate indeed, and I congratulate you. But with great gifts also comes great responsibility. Revel in Murphy Scholardom. Wallow in Murphy Scholardom. Make the absolute most out of the program. But also recognize that you have a weight on your shoulders as the inaugural class of Murphy Scholars. You are going to set the tone for this program. You are going to create the traditions that last for years, even decades, perhaps generations. You are going to be the standard to which future classes of Murphy Scholars are held. You, in many ways, are going to define what being a Murphy Scholar means. So even as you are jetting around the world for study abroad, sitting down to lunch with a Nobel laureate or a MacArthur genius, deep in a tutorial with a faculty member, or at an internship at a national theater company or a top literary magazine, or in the stables at Rasputin Mule Farm, don't forget that we are all looking to you to set the bar high and to make real the promise of the Murphy Scholars Program. In other words, enjoy, learn and grow, spread your passion for literature and language across this campus and through our community. Be inspired, take some chances, push yourself, but above all, be sure you do not screw up this opportunity. I am so glad to be here with you all tonight. So pleased to be able to celebrate these 20 fabulous young people and this program with so much promise. Thank you very much.
It's my distinct pleasure to be able to welcome you all as the inaugural class. And as I was thinking about Bill's comments in what have been his 10 best days since he's been here, I was thinking about one of the best tasks that I've been challenged to do or that I was able to do in this past year, and that was reading through all of your applications. You folks are intelligent, engaged, interesting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what sorts of things come out of you as you engage in this new program. Now, we don't have time tonight, obviously, to go through all of your applications, so since I'm an experimental psychologist, we'll boil things down to a few statistics to describe this group. So in the 20 folks sitting in front of us, there are 21 majors, interesting math, right? Represented in these folks. There are 8 men and 12 women. We have folks from California to North Carolina, Michigan to Louisiana, and collectively they know 14 languages. I'm impressed. So what we'd like to do then is, as I call your names, I'd like to have you come up. You're going to sign in on the book that's over here on the podium. You'll receive your certificate, and then you can go back and have a seat. And of course, when we're done, we will all join together to congratulate you on your accomplishment. So, having said that, Thomas Alexander. Will Berry. Raul Contreras. Zoe Corwin. Amy Crump. Alex Dergzerian. Sarah Dislin. Remington Harris. Lily Hammer. Christian Lewis. Will Matheson. Lucia McCash. Annika Miller. Jake Neely. Lexus Rainey.
Yeah, gotta sign the book. We're gonna sell that on eBay when y'all are famous.
Beth Shepard. Joy Spence. David Tate. Jake Turner. Layla Zadie. Join me in congratulating the inaugural class of Murphy Scholars.
Thank you again for coming, and now please join us at a reception over in the Murphy House. And you families, if you're not sure where this is, follow the crowd and we'll lead you there. Thanks again. Good evening.